a live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. The calendar has been circled for this one for quite some time. Throughout the offseason, anticipation for an early-in-the-year top-5 clash. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Georgia Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. Guys, he told me that his quarterback deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Not only is he taking care of the ball and done a great job through the passing attack, he is devastating in the rushing game. He's been unstoppable this season in the red zone, a true dual-threat quarterback. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to rise in that Heisman conversation. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead, but how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason bowls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves for some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Running inside, it's Owens. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the red zone, it's Owens. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Plows through the defense. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's Reed to throw. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Aggies. offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And the point after is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters.
Snags it and he's open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. He'll try to do it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Stockton. On target. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
A run for the quarterback. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here's Nate Frazier. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Georgia. Precision precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got a little space. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his big tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Dogs look to keep this drive humming. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Dogs! What a grab in the end zone for 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Throwing Reed. Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to let one go back to the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I've got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Makes the catch. It's Riley. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting into the big fella at tight end.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Now here's Reed. Dances away. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Reed. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
To the air, it's Reed. Got out of trouble and throws. A strike downfield. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Now rolling to the left. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throws
toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. And that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
One more snap coming before halftime. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Gonna let it fly. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Clemson Tigers.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit.
And it's the Hurricanes. Not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Got his man downfield. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Right back to the well. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they
just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And you You've got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run it.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Runs through a tackle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Quarterback may change this route. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. They're working that left side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The quick beat, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat.
Might have a chance. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And with that,
they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Number 91, set to kick it off.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Takes a handoff. It's Owens. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Calls his own number. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Reed looking for a big play. He's got it down the field. To the house.
what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To give, running right, it's Frazier. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. To give, running right, it's Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. To the air, it's Stockton. Unloads it left. Makes the grab.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. All all knotted up. Is free football in the forecast, or can this offense win it here? Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Phillips.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Trying to run, it's Frazier. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the defense, 13 seconds to go.
Well, and they're running the football over to the right-hand side, and obviously that's where the kicker wants this thing. He told his head coach, get me on the right hash. I can draw this thing on the kick. It's the angle I want to go and win this game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Handoff for Frazier. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on third and long, and they got nothing to show for it. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
I love the awareness by the defense there. Third and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up fourth and long.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football